Peace to the tribe. Hello everyone, and I'm going to be doing a energy reading for this beautiful eclipse and super harvest full moon happening on the 17th and the 18th of September. I'm super excited, okay? This is a super rare event happening, and I mean it doesn't get any better than a partial eclipse and a super harvest full moon. It's like, wow, major things going on. I'm just burning some Palo Santo. I feel like the energy has just been like, woo! I know you guys are feeling it. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are feeling it. But this energy has been a whirlwind of everything. It's been high highs, low lows, ups, downs, and it's just all about embracing the flow, embracing the current, and making the most out of it, okay? So let's jump into putting my Palo Santo down. Let's jump into the energy. I'm going to be reading some notes. Spirit had me take a whole bunch of notes for this energy. So yeah, let's jump right into it, okay? So this partial eclipse and super harvest full moon. Okay, let's rewind it back. All right, so a partial eclipse. What is an eclipse, right? An eclipse is when there is a alignment with the sun, the earth, and the moon, and basically the sun and the moon and the planet are all aligned to where the sun is eclipsing the light from being on the earth, and the moon is basically in between that. So we have the sun, the earth, and the moon, and sometimes it'll come around depending on where it lands, it'll block it. So this is a partial eclipse. I know we just had that full lunar, full solar eclipse in April 8th, and I feel like this is a huge event when it comes to just transformation and eclipsing things out of your life, things leaving your life abruptly or things changing abruptly. And I feel like that has been the theme. If you guys have been watching my readings, there are major shifts going on, things changing, things leaving, people purging, things coming to the surface, things being enlightened and illuminated at this time, okay? So eclipses, they normally take, people like to say, around 6 months. So the energy will be effective for the next 6 months, and you will just be seeing these different shifts of emotions, physically, mentally, spiritually, transformations that need to happen, okay? Also, with this super harvest full moon, it's like, not only are we having a harvest full moon, it's a super harvest full moon. So what is a super harvest full moon? Okay, a super full moon is when the moon is closest to the earth's axis. So it's as closest as it can get to the earth on a gravitational pull. And there is, you know, it's a harvest full moon. This is harvest season. Okay, so not only is this time for your harvest, we have that super harvest full moon. So, and full moons are all about releasing, revealing things coming to the light. I feel like that's what a harvest is. Okay, you've been nurturing this thing, nurturing these seeds for so long, and now it's time to uproot them. It's time to pull them up, to retrieve them, to receive the full benefit of everything that you've been planting seeds with at this time. Okay, so, and harvest is a polarity to harvest, right? You can be harvesting crops, things, seeds that you planted, and depending on what you planted, that could be good or bad, right? Also, energy harvesting. This has been a big energy that I have been picking up on, okay? Making sure everyone is mindful of their energy due to energy vampires, people operating out of low vibrations, not letting these things affect you or affect us at this time, okay? Easier said than done, but just be mindful that there will be triggers, there will be obstacles, there will be daily things that happen, grief, sorrow, purging, releasing, family issues, just friends, and there could be, you know, the polarity to that. So always think of it from a polarity side. Take the good with the bad, and always try to stay in a higher vibration at this time. Okay, so don't try to get caught up in things. Always try to be the observer of, you know, things that are going on in your life right now and others people's lives. Okay, you always want to be operating from your highest potential, to reap the highest benefits of this energy. Okay, but back into this energy now. This ain't gonna be no wham bam thank you ma'am. Okay, we have two big event, like two major events happening in an 8 year. Okay, 8 is all about that cycle. I wrote an infinity sign. This just kept popping up, so it's like, wow, you know, another eclipse. This is eclipse season in September. So, you know, that Virgo energy, that paying attention to details, paying attention to health, wealth, yourself, analyzing things before you deep dive into them, okay? Because the opposite of Virgo is Pisces, and I feel like Pisces is that deep dive, that hidden things behind you, that spirituality, dreams, illusions, and you really want to be mindful. So make sure that you are analyzing things before you just jump right on in at this time, okay? So I'm going to get into my notes. So this is a Pisces rising, okay? This is a Pisces full moon, harvest, super partial eclipse energy. All will be happening in Pisces in the 25th degree, okay? Now, so this will be a time of great balance, a time of going within to exclusively see changes, and extraordinary changes happening at this time, especially when you go within, when you deep dive within, when you dwell within. Okay, you will see major shifts within yourself. My main thing I like to say is do the shadow work before the shadow work does you. Okay, you really don't want to erupt like a volcano off of outside things. You really want to be mindful of your emotions and mindful of your actions. That way you don't get caught up in the matrix at this time. Okay, so one of the notes that I put was eclipsing things and extraordinary changes within and without. Okay, super harvest full moon, major abundance for who've been putting in the work and planting seeds. Not only harvest, a super harvest. Okay, so this will be a time of really seeing the rewards and the fruits of your labor at this time. Okay, and spirit was like tenfold, 10 times. So whatever you've been doing, things are going to start to pour back into you. I'm seeing a cup being filled and running over, like the Ace of Cups. So new beginnings, new blooming romances, new ideas, just a whole bunch of new beginnings, renewal, rebirth, upgrades happening at this time, a sense of gifts pouring in for the collective, especially if you've been working on yourself internally and externally. Okay, it's almost like if you've been working out for 3 months and you start to see them little cuts, you've been working on. It's that sense of that reward. Okay, you do the work and you receive the reward. Okay. And major energy harvesting. Be mindful of your energy. Full moons are for releasing, to receive. Okay, so releasing things to receive that energy. Many things will fall. Be mindful and let them. Things will be illuminated from the dark to the light. Okay, secrets revealed. All right, so yeah, when things are in the dark, things are hidden and you're shining the light on them, or we are shining the light on them. And this could be internally, really deep diving within yourself. This could be hidden secrets outside of you, things in the news, things in the media, people who've been doing weird things, auspicious things, also good things as well. This could be a sense of gambling on yourself. That double down energy spirit is giving me this. Going all in and doubling down on yourself. That's something I always like to say I did within myself to manifest my business. I only had $200 to start my business, and I went all in and doubled down on myself And now I am a jewelry business owner. I have crystals. I have, do readings. So it's a sense of gambling on yourself and taking that risk to reap the benefits of the rewards. No risk, no reward. Great risk, great reward, right? Okay, major risk, gamble, major rewards. All right. Love is in the air. That was another thing that was popping up. Divine love, divine union, partners, family, soul tribes, friends, and self. Okay, so this is love within yourself, love within the family, love within the community, with that Venus being in Libra. Okay, so this is a sense of relationships with yourself, others, and building those relationships, working on those relationships, and balancing that out with if you've healed, if they healed or not. Are you guys elevating or not? This is that sense of that teeter-totter, that seesaw energy, that balancing that scale, that ma'at, really weighing the good, weighing the bad, and it's something I'm hearing tip the scales. So something is going to tip the scales at this time, and you're really going to start to see, the work that you have put in. All right. Venus and Libra in the 7th house. All right. And so Libra is, the 7th sign is in the 7th house. So this is really hitting home. There may be balance and duality within home, or it may be troubles within the home, depending on the foundation. Okay. And then also that Mars just entered Cancer. So that could be a theme here. It could be great passion within the home or great war within the home. The family dynamic structures with the masculine, the feminine, just really being mindful of that at this time, okay? First, second house highlighted in the 6th and 7th house. So the first house is all about yourself. It's all about your body, your mind, your passion, being mindful of what you're doing, what you're consuming at this time. I am presence, okay? Then the second house is all about your values, all about being grounded, love, money, things that we value, things that we love at this time, and really being rooted. Try not to be stubborn, really balancing that energy out, okay? Then the sixth house is all about health, wealth, work, service, analyzing things, and focusing on balancing that with not getting too lost in wanting to be like a perfectionist, or make sure that you're giving yourself grace at this time. And then the seventh house is all about balancing out that energy, balancing out relationships with law, justice, equality, being fair, and making sure you're operating from your heart at this time, okay? Self-value and working on relationships and consumption. All right, working on emotions of the subconscious. So really working on your emotional subconscious mind at this time. All right, when you deep dive into your emotions, okay, I'm angry. Go a layer deeper. Why am I angry? Why am I sad? Why is this triggering me? Okay, this is from something from the past. Okay, am I repeating this cycle? Am I working on healing this? Really doing the internal work to grow by diamond. It's like so many things pouring in at this time, trying to evolve and grow. Okay, you really want to make sure that you're evolving and growing at this time. That is how you know that you're putting in the work, and you're going to start to see benefits from this at this time. Okay, if you've been really putting in the work since April, you will start to see things manifest at this time, okay? This is like, Spirit's telling me this is a peak at the harvest for October. There will be a great harvest in October, in November, that will happen, and this is a peak at that, okay? Get a little taste of it, all right? So be mindful of that at this time, all right? Dreams, illusion, unseen things, and spirit. Okay, so this would be a great time of people tapping into their spiritual side, spiritual growth, spiritual evolution, spiritual awakenings. I've been noticing a lot of people have been very curious about spiritual things and just really tapping into getting to know themselves and evolving, which is a beautiful thing. I feel like this is another wave of consciousness. We are entering in a new cycle. Some people like to call it 5D ascension, Revelation, light codes, Jehovah's return, apocalypse, whatever you guys want to call it. It's this energy that is awakening the collective right now. And it's all about a conscious collective, and it's working together to evolve and grow at this time, okay? Making sure that you are not operating from illusion, not getting lost in a dream, not getting lost in an inception, a dream of a dream, and really wanting to manifest. No, give yourself patience, give yourself grace, have discipline, and be able to make sure that you are showing yourself self-love at this time, okay? Neptune was another thing. Neptune. And now I have to, give me a second while I close this door, because the noise is loud, and I need to make sure that I am focused, okay? We want to make sure that we are focused. We're not letting any distractions throw us off. We're not letting nothing take us off our path. We are focused. We have tunnel vision. We have our eye on a prize, and we're giving ourselves patience at this time, okay? Neptune kept popping up for this. Neptune was like the base energy. Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. This is a Pisces full moon eclipse. So I feel like that energy will be, it's going to be mystery things just happening, mysterious things happening, auspicious things, psychic gifts, intuition heightened, emotions heightened. It's just going to be this wave of energy, this frequency, okay? And I said fine tune. So make sure that you are fine tuning yourself, getting in tune with yourself, because that Neptune tune, all right? And then music. Music is a sense of, wow, I was a little ant on here, and it was going this way. Yeah, going into that Piscean energy. Okay, so yeah, make sure you are getting in tune with yourself, and being centered. All right, don't let anything distract you, take you off your frequency. Don't kill your vibe. All right, it's this current. Okay, that current, that water, that frequency, that you need to make sure that you are staying in flow of at this time. Music, okay, music tune, hearing things. There may be certain things in the music industry that may pop off during this time, which we already are seeing that at this time with celebrities. And my condolences goes out to everyone who is going through a hard time at this time. But it's all about tuning to a higher vibration at this time, okay? And then also cartoon, okay, because cartoons can be seen as an illusion, or they can be used to teach. So it's all about what frequency you are on when it comes to this Neptune energy, all right? What are you tuning into? What are you consuming and operating out of at this time, okay? Something will be eclipsed out of your life in a flash. That was just something, because it's like eclipse come in and it's like boom. All right, like I said, this eclipse is a lunar eclipse, so the moon and the sun and the earth will all be blocking. So I believe that the moon will be blocking the sun at this time, and or no, the earth will be blocking it. Y'all know what it is. It's a damn eclipse, okay? I ain't got to break it down. Go look it up, all right? I did all the other research, all right? Y'all know what an eclipse is, okay? So things will be eclipsed out of your life in a flash, because eclipses happen fast, okay? This is a major event, and things just line up, and it's like it happens fast, but the effects, they take time, okay? So something may come in, wipe out, let's say, for instance, I had a friend who just had their whole house get burned down due to someone else not knowing how to cook, okay? Their house caught on fire, and everybody else on the block house caught on fire, but it happened in the flash, but it's gonna take some time for her to recover. Now, I don't wish this on anyone, but this is just a scenario. This is just an example of something that can happen in a flash and it'll take time to build up. Or, you know, you meet the love of your life, it comes in at a flash and you really want to move things forward, you want to get things going, and that may take a little bit of time. Okay, so moving your stuff in, getting together, meeting their parents, meeting their friends, you know, this build, having the wedding, you know what I mean? So it's the sense of things happening in the flash, and then it's this buildup of energy that may take time over time. Okay. For your highest good. Yeah, that was another thing. This is something that's going to happen for your highest good. Okay, so always look at it from a different perspective, and not look at it from a negative standpoint. You know, why is this happening? What did this come here to teach me? And how am I going to elevate and grow at this time? Okay. And I said, pay attention. Okay. Virgo, opposite of the moon, balance and pay attention. All right. Dreams will be enhanced. Pay attention. I put pay attention twice. So there may be certain things happening in your dreams at this time. Pay attention to your dreams. Write them down. The first thing, you know, you should do in the rising is write your dreams down. You know, my thing is I like to give thanks, and then I'll kind of go into things that I'm thankful for, and then I go into a meditation. But if I have a dream, the first thing I like to do is write down my dream. It depends on how I am awakened. Like this rising, for instance, as soon as I woke up, I heard eclipse, harvest, full moon. And I was like, okay, Spirit wants me to do the video today. Because I've been sitting on this for about a week now, just waiting to do it. But Spirit was like, wait, you're still gathering information, which I was on certain things and certain downloads that I had got that I didn't fully understand, that I understand now. But it's the sense of paying attention to those little small details, analyzing everything and really getting down to the root, not being impulsive and just jumping on things because of certain emotions, really being mindful of things right now, okay? And paying attention. All right, messages from the spirit realm and ancestors. I say this because of that Piscean energy with that trining of that Cancer. All right, so we have Neptune and Mars. Neptune and Pisces and Mars and Cancer trining one another. So this will be a great sense of ancestral energy, those deep waters, okay? As above, so below, as within, so without. So a great message will be coming in from your ancestors' signs. Pay attention to the signs, the symbols, and the synchronicities at this time. Maybe even your spirit team giving you lots of confirmation on things, seeing those angel numbers, seeing your favorite bird, seeing your spirit animal. Pay attention to all of these things because Spirit is trying to connect you to something, give you confirmation on something. I said, I use, I have, and I analyze. Okay. So I use what I have to analyze things, having your tools. Okay. So I have some water here and I'm thirsty, so I'm going to drink it. Everybody stay hydrated at this time. Make sure you guys are staying hydrated. Another thing is there are some huge solar flares pouring in from the sun. It was one of the most biggest solar flares I've ever seen happening on the face of the sun. Now, I don't know what's going on with the charts, because normally I'll go read the heliosphere and the geosphere charts, but they're down. So I'm like, all right, I know what that means, but I know what I'm seeing, I know what I'm feeling. The sun has been extra hot. It's been solar flares popping off every day, M-class flares. I know we're getting ready for a big X flare that's going to happen soon, but this flare that has just hit is just enormous. It's bigger than the sun, actually. It's just like radiating out. So for me, that's something like a great big purge, a great big spirit ancestor coming in, the divine source code, light codes, gifts pouring in. ascension, awakening. There will be a great awakening happening, okay? Lots of communication from the ancestors, all right? Then I also put Mercury in Virgo, sextile Mars in Cancer. So it's fated and good fortune when you tap into your health and wealth, okay? Mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, okay? Do your shadow work before it does you, all right? And I put the North Node is in Aries and the South Node, wait, what did I put? Oh no, I put Lilith and the South Node are in Libra, all right? And then the balancing that energy, because I say do the shadow work before it does you, because that Lilith energy ain't no joke. That South Node energy ain't no joke either. And you really make sure that you are doing your shadow work before, hey, you end up in a position you really didn't want to be in because you wasn't being mindful of that lower nature, okay? And then I put passionate about your ancestors as well, that Mars and Cancer energy I was talking about. Family, mother, or healing due to this energy, all right? And then also disagreements with the family. We talked about that already. Focus on emotional intelligence, but speak your truth and have compassion. All right, so don't be afraid to speak your truth and communicate your truth, but have compassion, have compassion in your heart, and operate from integrity and love. All right, love people from a distance if you have to. Then I also put, because it was a big X in the chart, I'm gonna pull this up. So I put something reaching out or going out. Oh yeah, because the X, something Xing out, like a blackout, like something leaving, something releasing, some going within, because that X is also like that feminine energy, the X chromosome. Let me go to my thing so y'all can see, but this X was here for the 17th. So the 17th, you see the X right in the middle, things being X'd out, eclipsed out with this eclipse. And then also, because that was for the 17th, and then this is for the 18th. This is the next day. And you can see that X is still there. It's getting smaller. So, yeah, something most definitely be X'd out. Blackout, random things happening. A grand Earth trine, that's that triangle in a chart. And it's Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, Uranus retrograde in Taurus, and the Sun in Virgo. So transformation and structures with our unique values and healing ourselves, our hearts, our inner child, our health and our wealth, our children for the future, and for the future generations. Okay, so this is a sense of really focusing on what it is that you want in the future. You don't want to be doing anything for anything. You really want to make sure that you are praying to yourself, healing yourself. If there's any type of diseases or traumas, you really want to make sure that you are working on those things, so that way your children or your children's children don't have to suffer from those things. Like, I'm going to use myself as an example. In the past, I used to have fibroids, okay? This is when I first started my health journey. Shout out to Dr. Sabi. I stumbled upon some of his videos and I started to change my eating habits. I had 2 fibroids that were like the size of limes, and I literally watched them shrink. And over the course of 2 years, I was just consistently eating fruits, vegetables, alkaline diet, and I watched the other one fall out, TMI, whatever. But now I know, you can heal yourself with the proper herbs. You can heal yourself with the proper nutrition. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm very proud of myself, because that's something that ran in our family. People were talking about hysterectomies and, getting surgery. The doctor was talking about the only way how you get rid of them is surgery, and family members, like those run in the family. But really, it's just about your diet, your health, and taking the right precautions to make sure that you are doing the right things for your health and the future generations. And now I can make sure that my daughter doesn't have to go through that, go through the hard cycles of life due to me doing the internal work, me doing the work, me focusing on my health, me focusing on my wealth, and that's internal as well, because you can have all the money in the world and die of a heart attack. That doesn't, what is that going to do you? That's not going to do you no good. So this is a time of really going within and doing the internal work that needs to be done so we can push forward in the future at this time, okay? All right. So yeah, that was pretty much it for the chart. It was just a sense of really working on yourself, healing yourself in this Virgo season. And if you have been doing that since the eclipse in April, you will see a great reward. You will see the fruits of your labor, those seeds being harvested at this time, due to the internal work that you've been doing. And I know since the eclipse in April, I've seen major changes. I've seen major things leave, and I've been doing a great ton of internal work on myself. And the love of my life told me, you're not healing anymore. You have healed. You know, you need to start working on your confidence, you know, because some of these things they already left in the past. It's just about you adapting to this new you know, embracing this new you, embracing this upgrade. It's almost like, I hate to say this, but it's almost like fat girl syndrome, you know, like you was 500 pounds, but you done lost the weight, but you still got this, you know, oh no, you know, I'm still, it's like, no, be you, be that butterfly, you know. And that was another thing that I seen in the meditation. It was a butterfly flying, you know. A butterfly doesn't see the colors of their wings, and it's just about, you know, working on that confidence as well, going within. That's why my yellow, to tap into that inner power and your inner strength and knowing who you are, okay? So this sense of evolution, this sense of growth, this sense of ascension, and tapping into your gifts internally and externally, okay? This will be a great season of all of everything abundantly, okay? So just be prepared. Things are going to really start to pour in and rush in at this time. I'm really like during this time, you're just going to see things. I've already been seeing things manifesting like this. So really be mindful of what you're saying. Speak positive affirmations about yourself, to yourself, in the air, to others at this time. So that way you can really start to benefit from this energy in the most beautiful way. Because I feel like this is a rare event. And when, you know, the cosmos are aligned, when the universe is aligned, it's like universal law, it's cosmic law. And some things are just destined, some things are just fated. And I feel like the wheels are turning in the collective's favor right now. And it's all about what you do with this energy at this time, okay? So, ashe, ashe. Now, let's get into some downloads and some of my meditations that I had. This was one of my very interesting meditations and uploads and downloads that I got for this. So I seen someone waving their hands in a circle. This is literally what it looks like. Soon as I was like, all right, let's tap into the eclipse, harvest, full moon energy, I seen spirit doing this. And I've never seen that. I never seen spirit doing that. So I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. I'm like, it's about to go down, right? So, yeah, it was a sense of a big circle, the universe and the sun moving. It was like spirit was moving us, and then it went from that into a wheel. So then it looked like a wheel was turning. So it gave me like the wheel of fortune energy. Things are turning in our favor. And then it turned into like the universe. So it stopped moving and it stopped and it just got big. The energy got big. And I was like, okay, so this is a universal thing. This isn't just, you know, a ball bouncing. You know, I know that's here on Earth. That's something here on Earth. If I see somebody playing a basketball, they shoot it. I'm like, okay, so watch out for something. No, this was huge. It was taking up my whole everything. So I'm like, okay, this is something big. This is something universal. But this eclipse is something big. This super harvest full moon is something big, right? So, yeah. Then I seen sun rays and solar flares. Okay, sun rays and solar flares. So like I said, damn, wow, I predicted this. Oh my goodness. Because I haven't looked at these notes until today. So wow, I predicted that big solar flare that just popped up today. Wow, that's kind of trippy. But also, I had picked up on something behind the sun. So it was this energy behind the sun, something behind the sun. Um, yeah, I don't know. Something hidden. Um, and I feel like, in a sense, that's a lot of layers. We can go a lot of layers into that, because it's like something behind the sun, something hidden. When you go internally, this power, we're being controlled by our emotions. That's something hidden. That's something that controls us, that other people can't see, or that are hidden. You know, things that are internal that control the outcome of things. Like when you plant a seed, you don't see that's in darkness. But if you keep watering it, it will grow and grow and grow, and those roots will start to form, and then it'll pop out. So it's a sense of these roots controlling the energy. So something controlling this energy at this time. All right, but let's rewind it back. I seen sun rays and solar flares. I seen energy behind the sun. Then I seen a scepter. All right, and the scepter kind of looked like the Neptune. I've been seeing this scepter for a while too. But it was like a scepter, like a little U shape, and then like a little thing. So like something changing, something that changed into a tent. Yo, my meditations be wild. I couldn't even. So it was a scepter that changed into a tent that changed into a snake's mouth. Okay, so it turned into a scepter, and then the scepter kind of sat back and sat itself down, turned into a tent, which was holding up the tent, and then the tent turned into a snake mouth, y'all. And I was like, whoa, this is interesting, right? So it's like this sense of tapping into your power, being grounded within yourself, going within yourself, making sure your stability and your foundation is strong, because there will be some type of negative energy, some type of outside energy that will try to come in and distract you, or these lower natures that will try to come in and distract you. All right, take it as it resonates. But the mouth was empty. Okay, which turned into a snake's mouth. It was empty, and it wanted to eat something, but it ate nothing. Okay, so the snake mouth was like this, and then it was trying to like eat, but it had nothing to eat. Okay, it had nothing to feed off of, which I was like, oh, this is fire. I'm like, the snake trying to eat, but it ain't eating nothing. I'm like, yes, yes, don't bite the apple, Eve, right? Don't bite the apple, right? Snakes will get nothing. All right, so if you've been planting bad seeds, if you ain't been nourishing your seeds, you're not gonna get anything. All right, so this is kind of like that karmic energy, the ending of the karmic loops, the karmic cycles, these things leaving at this time, okay? Then I seen an energy coming from the left side, divine feminine energy coming in to embrace the masculine. And then the masculine embracing the feminine. Okay, so basically the energy that I seen was, it was like this thoth figure, and it came down. No, it was like this ma'at figure. It was this divine feminine energy that came down from the left side, and it came down, and then it started pulsating, pulsating, pulsating. It was pulsating so much that it started to come in on the right side, and it was like this thoth figure. So it was kind of like this Isis, this Ma'at figure with this thoth figure, and then they were just like pulsing, like coming together, this energy, this union, this divine union, of both of the energies coming together. And then I seen them hug, and they embraced each other, and then they kissed. Okay, so it was like divine intercourse in a sense, without the intercoursing. But it was very intimate, a very intimate union that was happening within the cosmos. It felt like a cosmic thing, like the sun and the moon. You know what I mean? The sun and the moon coming together, that's a cosmic thing. And it's the divine feminine, the moon, and the divine masculine, the sun. Okay. Then she crowned the masculine. Oh yeah, and then she crowned the masculine. So after they hugged, they kissed, she crowned the masculine. So I feel like that's exactly what this eclipse is. The sun and the moon, they're coming together. The masculine is crowning, the feminine is crowning the masculine at this time, okay? But the whole time this is happening, it's like this energy above. It's like this, I still don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like an angel. And angels could be good or bad, an entity, an angle of light. It could be good or bad. I still don't really know if it was good or bad, but they were being watched by an angel, an ancestor, and haters. Okay, so it could be all of these things. Okay, this divine union, this divine energy was being watched by people for the good, to admire this energy, admire this love, and then being watched by haters who was admiring it too. They're just like, oh, okay, like, a hater gonna hate. You ain't doing it right if you ain't got no haters, right? So it was the sense of this divine feminine energy, divine masculine energy being watched as they come together in union. And the ancestors, the angles of light, the angels, source, and haters, just all watching as this happened, okay? Then I seen an axe, okay, and there may be things trying to break up divine unions, okay? So be mindful of that energy too, because it was like an axe that came in the middle of them, but they was locked in, so nothing was really breaking up this divine union, but it was an axe that's gave me that sense of that X. Maybe it could be an X. I don't know. Take what resonates, y'all, but then I said test and distraction. So this could be a time of things coming into relationships, whether that be business, family, friends, relationships with partners, coming in, testing, distraction, thing trying to come in and distract you. Be mindful of that, just to test your love, test your faith, test your integrity, and test your heart. Okay. But listen. Okay. And as soon as I said, but listen, my ears started to ring like ting. Like I was like, whoa, like it almost gave me a sense of like a flashbang. All right, if any of y'all know what Call of Duty is, like flashbang, boom, you can't see nothing, you just hear ringing. Military, shout out to everybody who putting in that work, okay? All the militants, I love it. But yeah, it gave me a sense of like something trying to distract you. Okay, so pay attention to the frequencies. When the frequencies start to change, all right, listen and pay close attention to that. All right. Then I seen a circle, and I seen like a pool of energy, and it was like at the bottom. It was just like this at the bottom. I'm like, okay, it looks like a pool. I don't know. But it was like a circle or a pool of energy and an eye in the middle. So it was like a pool of energy, then an eye. So really focusing on your frequency, focusing on this energy, focusing on releasing, focus on cleansing, purging, focusing on your cup. All right, focusing on yourself, your mind, your emotions, your feelings. All right. And going within, all right, and in that intuition, that could be a sign of intuition, your first eye being enhanced, your gifts being enhanced with that ear ringing. That could be a sense of divine communication as well, and divine intervention, all right. Then I seen a tree with lots of fruit. So in the middle of this eye sprouted a tree. And then immediately when I seen the tree, it was so much fruit. It was I could see the tree now. It was a big tree with lots of fruit. Like it was like enormous. It had to be one of those giant trees they be talking about, that people burned down or chopped down back in the day. That were really your mounds. That's a whole nother video. All right. But it was a huge tree with lots of fruit. And then someone at the tree with a big basket. Okay. So I seen someone coming and they were walking past the tree, but they had a big basket. It was like a baby carriage. It wasn't like no regular little bucket. It was a huge basket, and I'm like, why they got a baby carriage? Like, is this the birth of new things, the fruits of your labor? The seeds, the star seeds. I'm not really sure, but it looked like a baby, all right, carriage, and inside was fruit. and a baby. Now inside of this basket, it was crazy because I was trying to focus on the basket because I seen them with the basket. It was like an entity or a spirit, and it didn't give me no bad vibes. So I'm like, okay, cool, they just here collecting their stuff. But I was trying to focus on a basket, and for some reason I kept seeing like this X and this V, this X and this V. And I'm like, what is this X and this V? I didn't know what it was at the time. And that's why Spirit told me, because I finished my downloads and my readings, and I was like, okay, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna come back to it later. But the X and the V, I basically broke it down to okay, V. The X and the V in a chart is something that is destined, okay, in your chart with relationships, okay, the X and the V. It's called the verdicts in astrology. It's this V and this X, all right? And then I looked at the V and the X and on a chart, and it was 21. All right. Then the letter V is the 21st letter of the alphabet. So I'm like, whoa, okay, values of yourself, 2 and 1. Okay, values of yourself, and then 2 and 1 together makes 3. So communication with yourself, all right, higher intellectual conversation with yourself, and values with yourself. And then also 2 and 1 is the world card. So that's that circle. That's that things ending. That's the end of something, to bring in this harvest, to bring in something that is fated, to bring in something that is destined, this new journey. And then the verdicts in the astrology chart was that it's Sagittarius, okay? It was in Sagittarius sign, so it was giving me a sense of justice, the Hermit, and the Hierophant, okay? So justice, like I said, balancing those scales, the Hermit going within spiritual attunement, spiritual mastery, and then the Hierophant really connecting to the Most High and the divine at this time, okay? Then later on, I had stumbled upon, shout out B-Dale. I had stumbled upon his video, and he had this symbol that popped up, and it was like this V with this X, and it was, he said it was like the sigil of Lucifer, and I was like, oh my God, that's what I seen. So it was like this VX thing in the carriage, right? So I was like, okay, so this is like the end of something, this lower nature, this lower vibration that needs to be lifted up, all right? So that's that, because Spirit had me wait to do this just for that whole purpose right there, that purpose alone. So the baby, the little thing, the little, lower vibrations, whatever it is, things that you could be harvesting, because it could be fruit or it could be lower vibrations, it depends on what it is. But this little baby, all right, this little seed transformed into a phoenix that rose and flew high, all right? So it was like this little VX thing, and then it rose. Like, as soon as I got closer, I just seen a baby bird open up, and then I just seen a fire, and I was like, ooh, the rise of the phoenix. I love it. And my whole thing is, the rise of the phoenix represents Scorpio. All right, Scorpios, they always like to say they have two sides. It's this lower nature to the Scorpio, the death, the sex, the lower nature, and then the underworld. Okay, and then once they come into a higher octave, once they raise their vibration, once they start to heal themselves and do alchemy, this sense of transformation, they rise into the phoenix, they rise above, they dust off those ashes, and they fly high with purification to ascend at this time, okay? And then I said, rise of the phoenix, humanity, revolution, rise of the divine, righteous, and those in the alignment, okay? I know this was a little long, y'all, but I had to, hey, Spirit said this was going to be one of them ones. It's a double alignment. We have a partial eclipse. We have an eclipse, and we have a full harvest, like super harvest full moon. So it's like, it's going to be a lot of energy. Like I said, you could probably already feel it right now. As it's happening, things are already starting to percolate. Like, since the beginning of September, things have just been popping off. Okay, so during this time, there will be a lot of things. During October, there will be a lot of things, good and bad. But just remember to stand on your square and operate from your higher self, operate from love, operate from balancing your heart, your mind, your spirit, your logic, your creativity. Always stay centered in yourself and give yourself grace, patience, ease. Don't forget to breathe. If things are trying to mess up your vibration, don't forget to ground. Go outside, put your bare feet, the bottom of your feet in grass, hug a tree, put your back against a tree, sit in nature, go to water, listen to water, go to the beach, listen to some high vibrational music. Do cleansing bath, cleansing rituals, cleanse your house, cleanse yourself. I'm detoxing. I'm on day 4 of my detox, and I'm feeling great. That mental fog, that confusion, that unclear mindset of what I want to do is gone. I'm focused and I'm ready to embrace this beautiful ascension that is upon the collective at this time. Okay, so those are my notes. Those were the astrology alignments. I really want to pull some cards. It's going to be another look. We're about to jump into some tarot and some oracle, and we're going to see what are some other beautiful messages that the Most High and Spirit and ancestors and light codes that pour in at this time. Okay. All right. So let me get some more water, y'all. I'm loving this. This is going to be a really good energy to manifest with. So if you got crystals, if you got water, if you got anything that you want to charge up in this energy, I advise everybody to go look at it. Some people are like, oh, the moon, oh, this, oh, that. If you're out and you just feel called to, I advise, go check it out. I love watching the full moons. They're beautiful, beautiful energy. I make that a ritual. Every full moon, I go outside and look at the full moon, and I just adore it. I connect with it and embrace the energy. This is something that our ancestors, they plant the seeds and do things and don't do things due to the lunar cycle. So I feel like that is, tapping into the ancestor way of doing things at this time. Okay. So do what you feel called to do. Whatever your spirit tells you to do, I advise do that at this time. Okay. I'm going to be pulling from my elemental alchemy deck, and we're going to see what are some messages for the collective at this time. All right. So let's see. Spirit, what are some messages for the collective during this eclipse, super harvest, full moon? Wow. Purging. Okay. Volcano, things erupting. This is going back into my vision, into my meditation that I seen. That energy, that earth, that solar flares. And when solar flares come in, that's a sense of releasing. That's a sense of purging. That's a sense of ascension. Okay. That's a sense of high vibrational energy coming in. That's a sense of, paying attention to the signs, the symbols, your body, how you're feeling, listening to that. But this is giving me a sense of yourself, tapping into yourself. Okay. There will be a great divine light pouring into the collective at this time that will be helping the earth heal, helping people heal, helping the collective heal at this time, and raising their vibration, healing them, healing their DNA, activating that 12-strand DNA and those light codes that are dormant within the body at this time, for everybody to ascend and come together as a collective for the better of the future. All right, for the future at this time. Okay. Wow. I love this. I love this card. So yeah, this is just giving a sense of purging, tapping into this fire energy, this purification volcano, those eruptions, that energy. There will be a great sense of sexual energy, creative energy, love energy, people operating from their lower self, people operating from the higher self. So there would be a great sense of balance and duality and polarity at this time. All right. What's the bottom card? Yeah. Freeing, going up, playing, tap into that creative energy. So it will be the sense of Tapping into your sacral chakra, grounding yourself, being creative, and playing will be the best way to help release this energy. Okay, so getting into that grounding energy to better ascend and tap in at this time. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card from my Sacred Destiny Oracle and see what is another message. Wow, as soon as I cut it, happiness and security. All right. I'm hearing great activations, great ascension at this time. New beginnings, new things on the horizon. I love this. So there will be a great sense of new beginnings, new opportunities, new love cycles, new love phases, okay? New relationships, relationships growing, relationships ending, because with new beginnings comes endings, okay? So there'll be this great sense of balance, things in the dark coming to the light again, and just balancing out these highs and these lows so that we can continue on your journey to enlightenment. Okay, so it'll be a great sense of enlightenment at this time as well. Making sure that you are grounded and focused on the mission, because with low lows comes high highs. All right, what's the bottom card? Yeah, release. So make sure that you guys are releasing, letting things that need to fall, and leaving them behind in this fall time. Okay? Wow, I'm just rhyming, getting in the flow of it. All right? Let's see what is another message from our shamanic healing deck. I love that. So we got releasing to have new beginnings, tapping into yourself, going within, to have this new beginning that you want, this new abundance, this brand new harvest, this beautiful harvest season that is upon us. But first, things will be eclipsed out. All right. Let's cut it. Struggle. Yeah. Getting in the flow. This may be a hard time for the spirits at the lower collective to get into flow. So people who are operating from a higher octave, be mindful of people who are on the lower nature, because they will be trying to pull your energy down, because they are struggling within themselves. They will be projecting, and be mindful of that at this time. Don't let anyone try to pull you down. Be an observer of your thoughts, be an observer of other people's thoughts, and be mindful and love them from a distance. This is going back to that love them from a distance, okay? And try to operate in your flow, in your energy, and not let anything take you off of your, I'm hearing high horse. Don't let nothing take you off your high horse. Show high energy. All right, if you vibing high, don't let nobody pull you down. All right, it's not a sense of ego. It's a sense of I'm operating on a love frequency, not a hate frequency. And I don't want anything or anyone to pull me out of that energy at this time. So continue to shine your light, all right? And stay in the flow, because it's all good. Bottom card. It's all good, okay? It'll be great things happening in the future. As long as we continue to operate from our higher selves and continue to elevate. All right. So let's get into my higher self deck and see. Wow, detox and natal chart. Yep, releasing and purging. That has been the collective theme, is releasing. All right, what is a message? Okay, wow. Wow, fruitless pursuits. Wow. Yep. Fruitless pursuits. So this is a sense of, like I said, great clashes in the collective. People who are operating from a low vibration. Okay, people who don't want to do the work. There will be chaos. There will be arguments. There will be debates. There will be things that will happen out of our control, but the thing that we have control over is how we respond, how we react, Okay. We won't be able to control everything, but we'll be able to control our actions. Okay. So it's a sense of positive mindset, but wasting energy, lack of reciprocity. I can't even talk right now. Okay. Seeds planted, but no growth. Empty exchanges, needed to realize it's time to move on. So yeah, there'll be a great sense of revelations during this time. All right. And the bottom is star seed. So the star card. All right. So yeah, something is faded. A lot of things will be purged out of the collective. The collective will be purged. And it's our job to try to maintain our frequency in a higher standpoint, from a higher view at this time. All right. Okay, so let's tap into the tarot and see what is another message for this energy. Yeah, so it's looking like purging, new beginnings, and there will be a lot of people who are trying not to release and hold on to old things. They will be the ones struggling. Okay, but if you've done the work, Spirit's telling me you have nothing to worry about. All right, if you know that you're doing the work and you're seeing changes in yourself, internal changes, and you're elevating, you're tapping into your power, then keep operating from that. Okay, keep doing that. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, so let's get into the tarot. What is that message for this partial eclipse and harvest full moon? Okay, because it wanted to pop out, but I want it to be clear. And that was the 3 of Cups. Yes. Page of Wands. I love it. So yeah, it's a sense of tapping into your power, knowing who you are. Things are divinely aligned with the 3 pyramids here. Yes, a great divine alignment, okay, with this eclipse happening, with this full moon and harvest. Great love, great romance, great creativity, okay. It's giving a sense of this kundalini rising, this yellow. That's why I wore my yellow, okay. I was feeling the yellow, all right. People operating from their power, from their intelligence, okay. It's giving a sense of just like this, like kind of like magician energy. So this master manifester, this master creator, people will be able to manifest what they want at will due to them knowing who they are, knowing themselves, know thyself, knowing that you have the power in your hands and you have divine by your side. Things are aligned for your destiny and your fate. All right. People's crowns will be illuminated with a great sense of power. And your ancestors are rooting for you. They're all cheering you on and they all have your back. They're guiding you through this time, through this dark time. So don't be weary of what things look like. This is all for the greatest ascension, for the collective and for ourselves at this time, okay? I love that. All right. It's another message, Spirit. Okay, that's too many messages. That's too many. They jumping out. It's a lot of energy. Whoa. Yeah, it's a lot of energy. There'll be a lot of energy popping off. Ace of Cups. I'm going to put it back and then I'm going to shuffle. And then I'm going to cut it. Wow. So yep, keep working on yourself. This just popped out literally. So keep working on yourself. Keep paying attention to mind a business that pays you, okay? And really focus on the tools that you have to manifest what you want, okay? Great abundance is on the way. With this 8, this infinity, this 8 of Pentacles, there will be great divine alignment, divine power and transformations happening. But you really want to make sure that you are focused on yourself to better heal yourself at this time. Okay. And work on that. So being grounded in your foundation to make sure that that is being nurtured, and there will be a sense of this great abundance that pours in for the collective at this time. Yes. Walking away from things with this, what? Is that the eclipse? Oh, is that the eclipse in the back with this 8 of Cups? Yeah, there's going to be, like I said, things will be eclipsed out of people's lives. So whether this is BS, things, the eclipse just going to be, it's going to be pulling BS out of people like, okay, you done with this? Boop. We're taking that out. Okay, you tired of this dude? Doop, take him out. All right, you keep arguing with this person? Doop, take him out. It's about to sit. Spirit's about to be sitting people down. Sit them down. Sit them down. Everybody on a timeout. Okay, we about to be taking these. These need to fall. You've been holding on to this for too long. You've been dealing with this issue, pulling it out. So it's going to be a lot of things leaving the collective. Things are going to be eclipsed out like that. It's going to be happening fast and in a flash with these 2 8s that just popped up. All right, I'm getting a sense of like being like naturally high. So it's going to be a blissful thing. It's going to really be something to help you ascend at this time. So you're going to be walking away from BS to walk into your full purpose and what you deserve at this time as a collective, going within as well. Okay, tapping into that I know my worth energy, this self-love energy, internal fulfillment. All right. Yes. Judgment card. Yeah. The angels, the ancestors, divine light, angles of light, spirit coming in and really, like I said, I heard my ears ringing when I was doing my meditation. So this sense of spiritual attunement, spirit coming in and really helping people on this ascension, this great awakening, this new spiritual awakening. Have faith, okay? Have faith on this journey because it may be a lot of things that you went through in the past, but it's all to help you get to where you're at now, okay? So don't be weary of what certain things look like because it's all going to work out in the future with this 20, with this judgment, all right? This sense of renewal, this sense of purity, the sense of vitality, the sense of coming as you are and releasing to receive the blessings that the Most High has for us at this time. All right. Flip over the bottom card. Yeah. Going within. Tapping into that inner strength with that 8. Wow. 888. Wow. Look at that. 888. Ooh. So yeah, this may be tapped into something that happened on the 888 portal. And you may have seen some type of shift during that time. So this is going to be a time of tapping into your inner strength, tapping into your inner power, and not letting things outside of you frighten you or harvest your energy. Don't be afraid to walk in your light because you are divinely guided and divinely protected by the ancestors and the Most High at this time. Okay, what's the bottom card in here? Yeah. What's the other cards? Yeah, Lovers. Yep. Divinely protected and divinely guided. Wow. Yeah, be victorious. And 6 of Pentacles. So there'll be great things pouring in for the collective. We just got to have faith. We just got to stay strong. Okay, there's going to be a sense of divine love, divine union, and abundance coming in for the collective. Once we get through this little last cycle of purging. All right, so I love that. That's beautiful. What a beautiful message. Let's get into, no, I want to do the blessings. Where's my blessing deck? Oh my goodness, I didn't even pull my blessing deck. What type of reader? I said I want to do what's some blessings coming in for the collective. That's what I want to know. This harvest, full moon, what are we going to be harvesting? Okay, what type of abundance will be harvested at this time? Okay, Spirit. So get into my blessings deck. What are some blessings coming in for this harvest full moon, Spirit? Gather. May you harvest abundance. Yes, what did I say, you guys? This has been the energy. So I feel like once we get through this little There's going to be great abundance. That is the blessings coming in, okay? May you harvest abundance. There will be great abundance, lots of fruit, lots of love, lots of money, lots of prosperity, joy, leaving a legacy for your family, okay? Wow, bottom card. Heartfelt. May your heart guide you. So yeah, eternal fulfillment, divine fulfillment at this time. This is wow, like your heart in abundance, abundance of love, divine union. And I feel like love, that, you know, whatever you love, if you love money, if you love working outside, if you love helping people out, if you love teaching, I feel like there will be a great abundance that pours in just from you operating from your heart. And it will be great heart chakra activations at this time as well. Wow. May your heart guide you. May you harvest abundance. Yeah. There's going to be a double, things coming in doubles as well too. So yeah, let me pull a card from my chakra deck and see. Yeah, there will be a tidal wave of abundance pouring in. It's something that I'm hearing. Overflow of abundance pouring in for the collective. This is just a peak. Spirit saying this is a peak at your harvest. If you've been doing the work, you will see some inclination of something good. Okay. Yes. Family healing, trust. Trust in the support of your earth soul family. Yes. Spirit guides and that flower, that rose, okay? Spirit guides coming in, a divine coming in, ancestors coming in, angels of light. So all of this energy is working for you, not against you at this time, okay? This will be a great reset of energy, a divine flow. Confidence, getting our power back, okay? Tapping into our power. That 22, all right? And that's been like the theme, is 2s and 8s, okay? Let go of doubt and move forward confidently. Yes, open up and let go to release, all right? All right, so I'm gonna pull one more card from my Earth Warriors deck and want to see what is the final message for this reading, okay? Again, I hope everyone out there is doing well. Check out my website for any personal readings or personal products. Nudiamonds.net. Nudiamonds.net. All right, nudiamonds.net, you guys. Wow, as I'm cutting the deck. Yeah, great courage for the collective. Okay, and 33, N.T. Kahana, child of the light. Ooh, let me cover up her biddies. She got her biddies out. Biddies out, biddies out. Oh, liberation, freedom, okay? Butterfly to transformation. There's dreams coming true, new things on the horizon. The full moon, okay? Harvest time. Her aura being enlightened. Wow, look at this. I'm going to just cover this up because you can't really. Look at her aura, freedom, purity, okay? Radiant, connecting with the Most High and the divine at this time. Merkaba activations, all right? Light codes pouring in. Power is being activated. Yes, a sense of a lot of abundance with these flowers here. All right, tapping into your power, tapping into your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. This is the time to transform into our power. All right, keep shining our light. Great sense of our light being activated at this time. I'm going to read this card. And I feel like this is going to give us that little bit of oomph that we need after we've done all of this work and we have healed ourselves, is the sense of calmness. And I feel like this is going to give us that spiritual uplifting energy that we may need at this time, okay? And the number is 33. So that's 3, communication, intellectual things, family. And I feel like, you know, the most high intellectual communication we can get is from the divine at this time, okay? So, and it says child of the light. All right, so we know what that is. Star seeds, 144, the chosen ones, angel warriors, all right? And all the other beautiful names that we have for ourselves, okay? So I love this. I'm gonna get into the reading. Story time, you guys. All right, so it says, in TicTok, there is a divine light that does not cast a shadow, nor does it cast judgment, even though it reveals truth. A truth that is sometimes hard to acknowledge and requires that we change our ways. True divine light is a healing. It is unifying. Oh, sorry, y'all. True divine light is healing and it's unifying. It brings hope and emanates in ways. Okay. Other sorts of light exist on this planet that are not so pure nor so helpful. Those sorts of light may appear stunningly bright, yet in effect create separation and increase ego. You can recognize genuine divine presence not by how dazzling it may appear at first, but by what your devotion to that divine light invokes in your heart and your world. I love that. So yeah, ego. Don't let shiny object syndrome. Okay, don't let just because somebody look good, just because it look good don't mean it is good. All right, you really want to be operating from your heart and really use your discernment to decipher if this is good for me or not. All right, and you'll know by the energy. You know, you put energy into something, then that energy will flow back to you. And if it's not reciprocating the energy, then it's up to you to decide if you want to walk away or release and let this go or not. Okay, because you really want to operate from a divine light, from a pure place. Okay. In a reading, trust your feelings over appearance. Move away from influences that create fear, negativity, or doubt in you. Reach out for that which uplifts your heart. Spiritual protection is being offered. Refuse to be dazzled by ego, masqueraded by something spiritual. Thoughts. Through your prayers and efforts, spiritual light has been accumulating on the inner planes. Even though you may not sense that consciously as yet, there will be an intersection of an event and circumstances in your physical world through which that light shall pour forth and manifest itself as grace. Continue with your spiritual devotion. There is something truly good to come out of it. Let me read that again. There will be an intersection of events and circumstances in your physical world through which that light shall pour forth and manifest itself as grace. Continue with your spiritual devotion. There is something truly good to come out of it. So continue, y'all. All right, it may not look like it. Like I said, that seed being planted, taking roots and germinating. You can't see what's happening, but there's beautiful, abundant, divine energy that is working with you at this time, okay? All right. In the Inca traditions, Inta is a spiritual sun and a spiritual presence inherited in the sun's life-giving energy. Inta is the being who is one with Inta, the child of the sun. It is an esoteric mystery schools of the ageless wisdom. Solar child and solar angels are terms for the soul, the deeper aspect of us that is connected to the spiritual light. This oracle brings you an understanding that there is a new depth of soul connection opening up for you. We enter such a sacred process through a challenge known in the spiritual transitions as initiation. Yeah, you're being initiated. We're being initiated to a higher spiritual activation, ascension code process right now, y'all. That's what's going on. It's like, why is all this crazy stuff going on? Ascension, initiation into some higher realms of the divine light. Okay, I love that. When we face with deep unknowing, which is what happens when we are growing spiritually and moving through a spiritual initiation, we have outgrown what our minds are capable of providing. We need more knowledge, more wisdom, and more light so that we can find our way through the darkness of initiation and into the blessings of new life awaiting on the other side of the process. When we turn our attention to the soul instead of applying logic and intellect to figure out yet another doomed plan to conquer the irrespectable evolution inherited in the spiritual path, we finally gain comfort. Hope is the quality of the soul. It allows us to bear its uncertainty, which, according to a greater wisdom, there is something that we can not know the answer to, for at least for now. Hope gives us patience so that we can learn how to feel our soul's connection more deeply and grow into the wisdom of the answers we need. We stop fumbling about in the library of the intellect and instead seek answers from the source that can seek the answers from the source that can provide it, which is the illuminated temple of our own soul. Initiation also involves a element of the unexpected. We typically feel unprepared for it, even though at a soul level we can been working towards it for a long time. However, if it is happening, we are ready for it. Such spiritual testing is intimidating to the ego, but the soul knows how to move through the process. Trust your inner self and trust the light, that the unconditional support assistance that is the universe will lead you to your purpose. Then you can be fearless and impervious to manipulation and remain steady and faithful in the face of challenge. The solar festive of Inenta was a celebration of new life, which was held at the start of the new planting season. It is realistic to cultivate hope and cheerfulness, both of which nurtured the heart, especially during initiation. This oracle foretells a positive conclusion of a soul's initiation. If dark and depressing thoughts have plagued you or a loved one, this oracle brings a spiritual intervention of joyful light. Open up to the joyful light of love and peace to fill your heart and your home. You have the power to call this light in because you are acknowledged as a child of the light. Rest in the divine light within. Imagine that you can peer into the soul and be warmed by the light and the life of the inner sun that shines there. This is a true light of the divine. From that place of inner peace, luminous love, and safe refuge, you can proceed with boldness, patience, wisdom, and hope. The oracle asks you to cultivate a sense of self-worth and acknowledge the goodness within you without needing to be perfect. You don't have to have light within you. You are the light. Remember, shine. We need you. Wow. Wow. Shine your light, everybody. Continue to keep shining your light. When you are ready, say the following invocation out loud. I affirm the light within me. I call for the true light of the divine to shine bright and clear, showing the way on the earth. I am the light, and the light is within me. I trust my soul and the spiritual light within that guides me always. May the light in all hearts be stirred into awakening with unconditional love, grace, and mercy. So be it. Ashe. Okay? You are encouraged to complete and ground this process with light affirming joyful movements such as dancing, holding your hands in prayers, opening your arms to the sky, simply meditating on the light within for as long as you wish. You may like to sing, journal, or say further prayers to create some art. Be with whatever affirms the truth of the light within you for this at this moment. You have completed your healing process. Wow, what did I say, you guys? Continue to ground yourselves. All right, I love that card. And continue to shine your light. We're going through initiation to, it seems like, ascension. Okay, we're all ascending at this time. All right, so I'm going to get into my singing bowl and we're just going to clear the energy just to raise our vibration and yeah, have a little fun with it. All right, so take a deep breath. Do a 4 count, hold in for 4, and release for 4. All right, so all right, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful reading. Continue to operate in your light and continue to release, ground yourself, do what makes your heart happy, and abundance is on the way, you guys. We're just going through initiation of ascension. Keep shining your light and peace and love. All right. See you guys next time. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below.